Thanks for waking up with Morning Wood.
You know it's the best feeling in the world.
My name is Joey.
I'm Stick.
And I'm the loser. No, wait.
Yes!
I'm the girl with these losers, Krissy. You're waking up with Morning Wood.
On Detroit's first all-digital sports network.
Woodward Sports.
Let's go!
Woodward Sports Network.
Let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go! Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
And we are live. Welcome to the Stick and Corey show.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Why are you over there doing this?
Wait.
No, it's the blade dance.
The blade
man.
dance. Why are you doing the blade dance, man?
Because I'm up here. I'm up here. I'm on TV.
Welcome to the Morning Wood Show. My name is Stick. This is Corey. And behind me, Adam, can you see on the big screen? We got the lovely Krissy live from, where the hell are you?
New Jersey.
I'm in New Jersey right now, you guys.
Yeah, what up, Jersey? How's it going in New Jersey right now, Krissy?
Honestly, I've only been in New Jersey for like a few hours last night. Then I knocked out and woke up and came on the show. So I'm just like, where am I right now? I locked my parents in the basement, guys.
You locked your parents in the basement?
Well, I told them to like get down because my mom like loves you boys. So my mom's like, but they're so cute. Let me say hi. I'm like, Mom, get out.
I want to see Krissy's mom. Could she come on at some point today at least?
Yeah, we can try to get her on. The thing is, she has a appointment today, so she's leaving early. But I have my dad that I might allow him to come on.
Okay, nice. Well, welcome to the show. Adam, we're having some issues on YouTube right now, so people can't hear us. But we got Krissy. She's all the way live from New Jersey. We don't know where Joey is.
I put him away.
You put him away?
I put him away.
You put
I put him away.
You were like, that's it, I'm moving on up.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to go ahead and take his shine today. So, you know, I had to, you know, put him in the closet.
All right. Well, if no, really, we don't know where Joey is. In all seriousness, like, if you did kill him, please let us know.
I didn't. I'm free. I didn't do it.
We don't know where he is, but last we heard at 4 a.m. he sent us an email recapping Stuff a Studio, so I'm assuming he was up all night working on that, and now his little butt is sleeping right now. So if you're watching this right now, everybody tweet, get on his Instagram, Facebook. It's at Joey Radio and say, wake up, Joey, wake up. Everybody tweet Joey right now to wake his ass up. It's at Joey Radio.
Hashtag, where's Joey?
Yeah, where is Joey? We want to know. We got a shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Mitch sleeping in my own bed this weekend was magical. I slept for 12 hours from Friday night till Saturday mid-afternoon.
Jealous.
And it was amazing.
Jealous.
Although I messed up our social medias by sleeping. I should have planned that out a little bit better, but your boy's got to sleep, Corey.
I mean, you worked really hard. You guys did an amazing job with Stuff a Studio when you were committed to staying in here and collecting all of the toys. So I think it was a well-worthy sleep.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man. Like, I felt like Sleeping Beauty. Like, nobody could have woke me up. Not even like a Adam coming to kiss me in the middle of the night. Like,
Did you snore?
Oh, I probably tore down the damn house. Like, I was exhausted after that week of living in the studio, sleeping on that couch. Krissy sleeping where we're standing right now. Like, it was so rewarding, and we're going to get into that recap coming up in about 15 minutes. Like, you got to see this video that Joey put together, not only of everybody coming in here, but us taking it to the Children's Hospital, which you were there for.
That was crazy. I don't know if you guys, wait till you guys see it. It blew my mind. I knew we had a lot of toys inside of the studio, but when you guys were unloading the truck and then seeing all of those bags and then seeing everybody just come out, it was just like, yo, really? It was really that many damn toys.
Come in here, Andy. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
How you doing?
Everybody, this is Andy from the Birmingham Roast Coffee Shop. They're right kind of in our headquarters here. Stand right next to me, Andy, right here. And what's going on this morning?
Oh, well, actually, I have a Christmas present for you.
For me?
For you.
Hey!
Your sister.
So it's from my sister. It's not from you. Okay.
Here you go. Gift card. Yes.
You know what's funny is I was going through my credit card statement from last week, and since we didn't leave here, everything was just Birmingham roast, Birmingham roast, Birmingham roast, Birmingham roast. I ate here, I had coffee like IV'd into me, and you guys, thank you.
Of course.
You kept me going.
Man.
So you got Birmingham roast here, and you also are opening a brand new one in Royal Oak, right?
We are in construction right now. We're
Awesome.
going to be opening in the Griffin, which is located right across from the Detroit Zoo, right down Woodward, right where Woodward and Main Street and 696 all intersect.
That's a beautiful location, man.
Oh my God, it is so beautiful.
And fun fact about Andy, you went to high school with my cousin Kira.
I sure did.
Which is crazy to me because like I added Andy on Facebook, and Kira, she's not exactly a social butterfly, so when I saw you were friends in common with her, I'm like, oh, Andy must be a pretty fucking sweet guy if Kira likes him.
Yeah, well, thank you.
So,
yeah, well, you guys did such an absolutely amazing job.
Thank
with
you,
this
man.
toy drive. It was just warmed my heart to see, and it was just awesome to see you guys able to get so many people from the community just showing up and just doing some good. That's what it's all about.
It was definitely more than we anticipated in our first year, and I think it says a lot about what we got going on here. And we can't forget to thank you for helping us unload. Like, the fun part is bringing the toys in, but Andy's showing up with garbage bags, helping us take them all the way down the hallway. You put in some labor for us, too.
It was an absolute blast to be a part of.
Well, thank you.
Anytime you guys need anything like that, we'd be more than happy to help.
I love working next to you guys. Birmingham Roast, if you're ever in Birmingham, stop by, shop small. They're the best people. And they got really good coffee and iced tea. I'm an iced tea snob. Your iced tea is amazing.
Thank you. That green peach apricot.
Yeah, all of it. All of it. I love it all.
Yeah.
So thank you, Andy.
Of
And
course.
thank you, Kendra and Will and Briar and Art. I appreciate this. I will put it to use right after we get off the show today.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you,
all right?
Andy.
Take care.
Man, this is such a nice building to work in, man. Not only do we have the Lady Jane's headquarters with beautiful women cutting hair all day, being nice to us, we got beautiful Andy being nice to us in the coffee shop.
And one thing I love about them, as soon as I come in, they already know what I want. So as soon as I walk in, they're like, yep, 3 shots.
Yep. Let's give some shout outs to people that are in the chat right now. What up to David Beard, Greg Chen, how you doing? My man Blake, Jeffrey Vallis is in there, Justin Spiro, Mitch Miller, of course, the homie Mitch. We got Maggie in here, my sister's in here, Scott McEvoy, sorry about that, Demetrius. Lots of people checking in on the chat today, so thank you guys. And make sure you share this Facebook Live because we're still hooking people up with ugly Christmas sweaters.
And I got the best one. I'm going to wear it tomorrow. It's the Pickle Rick. So if anybody watches Rick and Morty, got to get a Pickle Rick one.
Pickle Rick. Krissy, you still there?
Yeah, so every time I'm talking, I don't know if you can hear me.
I can, yeah. So just interrupt whenever you want.
Okay, so I can just literally, you could be speaking. Let's try it out. Ready? Say a sentence.
Hi.
Hi.
That's a
Okay,
sentence.
that's it.
Well, let's get into talking about the Lions from last night. Then we're going to talk about stuff with studio. Then I want to get you to make fun of me where I was right and wrong. Can we do that today?
Yeah, we can totally do that.
All right,
All right, let's get that Lions recap up.
Yeah, Lions, Titans. If you watched the Lions pregame yesterday, you'll know that I'm a Lions slappy, and I picked the Lions pretty much to win every game this year. Yesterday, I did not pick them to win.
I mean, the thing about yesterday's game was I knew that it was going to be a tough game. I was thinking that, Derrick Henry was going to run all over us. I wasn't expecting it to be Ryan Tannehill.
Dude,
that one threw me off.
What was more insulting was him doing the Jordan in the end zone against us. Like, what is that shit? First of all, Ryan Tannehill, you're nowhere close to Jordan. Like, I love you. I think you're a great quarterback. You got a super hot wife, so you're winning at life. But don't ever pull that Jordan shit on us again. Like, we knew what it was like to play the real Jordan here in Detroit. You ain't even close, homie.
I'm just mad that it worked.
He ain't even the Pippin of his team, though. He's like Bill Worthington. Like, that's who he is.
That still wasn't the most egregious thing of yesterday.
No, Adam, you got that video ready to go? Watch this shit. You gonna play that? Then we can talk about it. You playing?
Henry. Look at that stiff arm. Derrick Henry expressing himself and introduces himself to Alexander Myers. My goodness.
That was, you know how I titled that on our Twitter? A 6-mile pimp slap. Because that was like, get away from me, bitch! Like, that's what that was right there.
I mean, we've seen him do it all season long, but it was just when it hits home, it hurts a little bit worse.
Right. I've seen people slap people all the time, but if you slap my girl, it's a little different.
Yeah.
And that's what happened yesterday. Our girl got smacked the fuck up, and Derrick Henry is a man.
Oh yeah, I think that's to say the least. You know what really made me mad about it? I know you're gonna love this too. Your boy LeBron was all King Henry this and King Henry that. I'm like, man, shut up. It's already bad.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell him he's not the king, like, cause I don't want that shit. Like, I do not want that.
I mean, how do you feel as a grown man to have another grown man just take your face and just mush you across the field?
Well, and let's give it up to the Lion defender. He got called off the practice squad just to try to tackle Derrick Henry, and dude got his ass whooped all game long. Like, not only on that, but on the long Tannehill play to Corey Davis. How
the hell did that happen?
But when you could see the soul get slapped out of a man, it's like, oh God, where does this guy go from? Like, I'd quit football. I'd be like, all right, well, I tried.
Yeah, I mean, that might be the end of him. We'll see. Hopefully he can recover from that, but it was impressive and sad at the same time to watch.
Yeah, the good news is we held him to 147 yards.
Yeah, because remember, we were wondering if he was going to go ahead and break NFL records on us.
Yeah, I thought it was going to happen, especially after that first drive. I was like, holy shit. Like, so how do the Lions get from where we are to that?
That's where we were.
Where? When? Under Caldwell, you think?
What do you mean? I didn't understand your question completely.
How do you get from where the Lions are right now to where the Titans are right now? Like, how do we become the Titans? That's what I'm asking. Because obviously there is a clear gap in talent between a team like the Titans.
It's a 2-3 year project.
Okay, but how do we get there? Is it the running back? Is it the line? Is it the
No, it's the defense.
They added their quarterback very late to that project. You
build a team first.
Yep.
And I think it's similar to maybe the Chargers, where you kind of have a good roster and you like it, and then you draft your quarterback.
Right.
And I could see Stafford playing here the next 2 years. The defense is starting to peak with their rookie contracts, and then you draft in the next guy.
So I've heard a lot of people talk about Carson Wentz maybe wanting to get out of Philly and come to Detroit. I'm not saying Wentz is the answer here, but I'm saying if you look at Tannehill and what he was doing in Miami before he went to Tennessee, you were like, Tannehill's not that good of a quarterback. But now you see him in Tennessee, you're like, Tannehill's a pretty fucking good quarterback.
So here's the problem, and this is why the Lions will never get Carson Wentz. If they trade or cut Matthew Stafford, it's $25 million against the cap.
Ouch.
And then if they trade for Carson Wentz, it's an additional $24 million against the cap.
So $50 million wrapped up in the quarterback position, that's a recipe for success.
No.
Krissy, what would you do if we gave you a $50 million contract?
I would pay off my student loans.
And then
that's about how much my student loans are.
Okay, well, I'm glad you haven't put much thought into this, because that $50 million contract, we ain't got it.
Well, shoot, because I want to pay off my parents' debt too. So I need some.
Oh, how much debt are your parents in? They got a pretty dope house, man.
No, they're not. No, it's not like that. It's more of like I want to pay off their bills, so they don't have to have bills anymore. Like pay their mortgage, kind of a thing. Yeah,
we should hook them up with some new wallpaper in the kitchen.
You guys want to see my kitchen?
No, I'm looking at the wallpaper right now. That is dope. That's a nice kitchen. That is a dope kitchen. Look at that wallpaper.
You guys want to see my house?
Look at the plates. Yeah, can we do an episode of Cribs with Krissy?
Dude, my mom is like an interior decorator. Hold on, real quick. Let me show you.
She is? It's crazy. That room looks modern as hell and dope, and the other one looks like my grandparents' kitchen.
My kitchen does?
It's just the wallpaper.
Yeah, it's the wallpaper. The tile.
It's that stuff up top, the runner. Yeah, that's some baller shit right there. You know, only Mafia has that in their house. That's Mafia wallpaper.
Look at the.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got one of those ceramic trees with the lights? The ceramic tree, not the manger. No, show us the ceramic tree. Those are dope. Those are worth a lot of fucking money right now, I guess.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, those right there. Go down. There you go. Yeah, those are worth so much money. My grandma used to have a ton of those, and now they're worth a lot of money. Steal that, Krissy. Bring it back.
It's crazy
I
how
will.
all the
There's like
older
a few
stuff
of them.
is worth so much money now.
These are my presents.
I still have my old VHS tapes. People probably don't even know what VHS is.
Wow, what a beautiful home you got there, Krissy. Now I know why you went home for the holidays. It's very Christmassy.
Yeah, that tree looks nice.
It is. It's like an old side. Do you guys want to see how much snow real quick, and then I'll let you get back to the show? But look how much snow is outside.
Oh wow. Good.
Yeah, that's snow.
So do you have any animals there, Krissy? Did you bring your dog with you?
I did. My dog is locked in the basement because look how tiny my dog is. My mom's dog.
Aw, that's awesome. I love those kind of dogs.
Look at it. Look at it.
All right, well, thanks for the tour, Krissy. We appreciate it. Let's get your mom and dad on ready to go at about 8:45. So with what we saw of the Lions, Adam, I know you blew up when we said Darrell Bevell could win out. He's obviously 1-2 now. We're not winning out. We're not winning out. Do you still?
They all come back. They all come back. They all get their hopes up, and then they just come and listen to Adam, and they figure shit out.
It was a hypothetical, buddy.
Adam always has to rub it in.
Right. Okay, so now that hasn't happened, what do you feel about Bevell as the future of the Lions, or his future of the Lions in general, period?
I think his future with Detroit should be the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
But I think even that can be reevaluated, because look at what he's done in the 2 years, year and a half with Patricia. There hasn't been much. We know Stafford carries the offense,
right?
So, I mean,
and can we give it up for Stafford? I mean, can Stafford get a round of applause? I mean, even though we got our ass kicked yesterday,
that was a gutsy performance.
Well, and what his quote his quote after the game is what had me. They're like, "Why did you play?" He's like, "Because I'm the quarterback of the Detroit Lions," and that's all you need to say. Like, that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a leader of men. Be a leader of men, and that's what he was yesterday. Even though on the field we couldn't stop them for anything, but that really has nothing to do with Stafford. He played a decent game yesterday, but I just love that mentality. And when earlier in the week we were talking, did we see Matt Stafford play his last game for the Detroit Lions?
Right.
To him totally flipping the script and being like, I'm the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. This is the Matt Stafford attitude I've been wanting to see for many years.
And I believe that's the kind of attitude that's going to galvanize his teammates around him and defend him, because even on social media, they were going on defending him, saying that that's their quarterback, really boosting him up. So I believe they need to go ahead and keep him and just build around him. I honestly would have loved to see them take a quarterback in the draft still, just to plan for the future.
Right.
But
that's hindsight. If
hindsight's 2020.
If Okudah would have come out and set the world on fire, we would be fine with it. But then you see Justin Herbert doing his thing. You see Tua knocking off the Patriots yesterday. It's like, God, okay, man. Yeah, maybe we should have rethought this.
But, hey, Stafford's here.
Yep.
I'm about to go ahead and get the T.O. cry on.
Are you? Give it to me. What's your best T.O.?
I got it up on the screen.
With the T.O.?
Oh, it's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. Give it to me one more time, Corey.
Damn, that's my teammate. That's my quarterback.
Yeah, and that is our quarterback. Matthew Stafford is still our quarterback. We got to give a shout out to Grow Green, too. They were here on Friday dropping off toys. They've now become one of our sponsors of the show.
Nice.
So we got to show love to Grow Green.
Shout out Grow Green.
And if you have any grow projects in your house or something like that, make sure you hit up growgreenmi.com, because they got the best deals. They got the best products. I wouldn't endorse them if it was shit. So I hope you know that about me and my integrity.
Yeah, I would say that about you. You're pretty good with the recommendations.
And especially, except I messed up on that Jamaican jerk recommendation. I thought, I hadn't been there in like 10 years. So, but the last time I went to that Jamaican, what's it called?
Jamaican Jerk Pit.
Jamaican Jerk Pit in Ann Arbor. I thought it was decent. But you're saying now it's kind of not as decent as it was?
It was so bland that I really had to pull over and go to another store and grab something to eat just to make sure I didn't lose my taste.
There should never be bland Jamaican food. Like, I've been to Jamaica 9 times in my life. It's my favorite place in the world.
I love Jamaica.
And food is part of the culture there. So if you fuck up their food, you're doing them a disservice.
Yeah, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but if you like Jamaican food, if you see Jamaican Jerk Pit in Ann Arbor, just go in the other direction.
Yeah.
Or just get a ticket to Jamaica.
Yeah, it's actually, you can't right now. I don't think we're allowed to go to Jamaica.
I don't know. I will say this, they are pretty.
You can?
Actually, you know what? My friend is there right now. He is.
Okay.
No,
I thought.
asking. On
Oh,
that
yeah,
day
no, I
home,
think-
guys, there was checkpoints, like coronavirus checkpoints. Like, you had to prove that you got tested.
Ooh, did you?
I got tested, yeah. I actually got, like, the expensive one. I'm not trying to kill my parents, you know?
Did they stick it all the way up your nose, that test?
Dude, they stuck this thing so far up my nose, and then I became really good friends with the girl who did it, because she was, like, younger and she had really cute lashes, and then we just became friends. How crazy.
Of course, yes, of course. Yeah, I haven't gotten a test yet, but everybody who said it and they stick that thing so far up your nose, that scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's the one reason why I haven't.
Well-
I've just been making sure I've been doing
Just
scared.
Here's the thing. If I can educate people really, really quickly, there's 2 rapid tests. One rapid test is going to come back absolutely negative no matter what if you do not have symptoms. And that is the one that everyone is saying is 30% accurate. So basically, if you have symptoms, that is the only test that will tell you right then and there. But there's another one, which is $190 out of pocket. And it tells you if you have influenza, coronavirus, and something else I can't remember. But that one is like the real accurate one, because if you're asymptomatic, that's the only one that's actually going to tell you. So don't get fooled by these free Walgreens ones and these free CVS ones, because that's actually what's going to help stop people from, running around.
So you had to get tested when you were driving through the states?
No,
Like they
I
had
got
checkpoints?
tested in Michigan at urgent care, but they had, I didn't actually get stopped because I wasn't like one of those people. It's kind of like in the airport where you're like that random person where they got to pat down. You could be that random person, and especially if they pull you over, like if you're speeding and you're just going through a regular ticket, they're going to ask you for proof that you have a negative, if you're from out of town, you have a negative test, or you have to quarantine for 2 weeks and stay there.
Good Lord, you ain't from around here. You better quarantine. I just
They don't
hear
know what
that.
to do with me. I got a Michigan license plate, in license. I'm like, oh, and I'm going to Jersey. And they're like, what are you?
They're like, we're gonna see all your other tests too. We need to know more than COVID.
Yeah, they're like,
So
COVID is our
Krissy-
last concern with you.
Krissy, last week you slept right here where I'm standing. How did you sleep this weekend?
This weekend was probably the best sleep that I've probably gotten in maybe 6 years.
Yeah. Did you have fun
Like,
last
you
week
could
though?
not-
That's the important thing.
You said what?
I said, did you have fun last week though? That's the important thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Last week was like a life-changing thing, because it was all about perspective for me. Like, watching us do what we did on our end was awesome, but what was even better was watching how people responded to us. That was life-changing, because everybody who came into our studio was just like, wow, I can't believe what you guys did. And it's like, no, I can't believe what you guys did.
Right. I wish everybody that showed up throughout the course of the entire thing could have showed up on Friday to see it at its max point.
Right.
When it was literally 6 feet tall, going probably 20 feet across the room. I just wish everybody, because when we post pictures, it really didn't do it justice. It was taller than Krissy.
Yeah, I think that's actually the biggest takeaway from it, is every time somebody came in person to give a toy or something else, everyone said the exact same thing. They're like, oh my God, this is bigger than I saw online. Or, oh my God, I feel so tiny in this room. So it was just really awesome to see how many people actually wanted to come out and support and see it.
Right. And Joey's not here right now. We're assuming he's sleeping. I just tried to call him again. So if you know where Joey is, tweet him, call him, wake his ass up, get his ass here. But at 3 a.m., he did send us a nice video kind of recap of everything that Stuff a Studio was. And
This
it's 4
video
minutes.
made me cry.
Oh, you already watched it?
Yeah, because he sent it to us at 4
Okay.
a.m. and I rolled over and was crying watching it.
Adam, you want to play that back right now for everybody? Mm-hmm. All right, it's a 4-minute video. Enjoy.
Stuff a Studio.
Hey!
Finally here.
We are inside of Meijer right now, and Joey, did you forget?
$500 for you.
Thank you.
$500 for you.
Thank you.
Another $500 for
Thank
you.
you.
Another
Thank you.
$500. There's
Thank
one
you.
more.
Oh my God, what do I get?
How much money did Meijer just give us?
$5,000 to go shopping for Stuff a Studio. I cannot wait to do this. I don't think we have enough carts, Joey.
We do not. We're going to be here for a couple of days shopping.
Yes.
Thank you, Meijer.
Thank you, Meijer.
We love you.
Need it. Man.
And the kids will for sure be smiling on Friday. There's going to be a visitor in studio.
Santa will be in our studio 3 p.m. this Friday, and we're going to zoom in with the patients at CS Mott Children's Hospital. And
is that my Malia? Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful dress. Hi, sweetheart. That's a beautiful, sparkly dress. Hi. What's your favorite cookie? Do you have a favorite cookie, Henry?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oreos.
You like Oreos? That's right on the top of my favorites. I love Oreos and chocolate chip cookies and Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookies and oatmeal raisin and sugar cookies and gingerbread and Rice Krispie treats and peanut butter cookies with a great big huge Hershey kiss right in the middle of them.
You guys did amazing. I just told my staff last week after I left the studio, I said, I can probably fit all the toys in my SUV next Friday. And I'll go to Birmingham and pick them up and bring them back down. So they were all just laughing at me.
What do you happen to drive a 26-foot U-Haul?
No, I don't. And this is the biggest stash of toys we have ever received.
Yeah. Woodward Sports Network, let's go! Ho, 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 ho.
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
I mean, there's just so many points in that video. Like, the week just went by so fast. Like, it seems like it was forever sleeping here every night, like every day bleeding into every day and, you know, never turning off the lights. But then you watch back that video and you see just the amount of people that came through here. You watch the pile get smaller, then you watch the time lapse of us putting it together and it all goes back down.
You got me like Rod Tidwell and freaking Jerry Maguire. I'm not gonna cry.
Krissy, how do you feel watching that video?
You know what the coolest part for me was? Like, well, the second coolest part, because I think obvious most coolest part is how many toys we got. But when we went to go put all of those toys in bags so we could bring them to Mott's Children's Hospital, we had a deadline at like, what, 7 o'clock? And we had people coming in and just throwing their phones down and throwing their bags down. And they're like, you know what, let's go, let's help, hand me a bag, hand me a bag. And like, some people were in there that I didn't even know helping us out.
Yeah, we got to give a shout out to my boy Modi, who is really helping us out, and Rupali, who came back and helped us a ton. Because you're right. I mean, like, the fun was getting all the toys in here. The work was getting it to the hospital.
The fact that they wanted to help get everything out of there because they thought it was so cool, like, that was so cool to me. It's like, man, how do you even repay anybody for that?
Yeah, it was funny because when I rented the U-Haul the day before, I was going through the prices and I was like, all right, a 14-footer, a 20-footer, a 26-footer, and the 26 was the same as the 20, so I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, if we need the room, we'll have the room. If not, whatever, we'll bring the big truck. And I pull up to the U-Haul. My buddy Merrick is with me. Shout out to Big Country. And he drives a semi for a living.
Okay.
And he starts clowning me. He's like, you got this big of a truck, man? It's going to make your donation look so small. At the end of the day, we filled the entire 26 feet up from the front to the back, from the bottom all the way to the top. He misjudged it completely because when you looked at this pile of toys, you knew it was a big pile of toys, but you didn't realize how dense it was for it to get to that tall. Because it was just toys layered on toys, layered on toys.
The foundation, right? Like anything. The foundation was actually toys that were built. It was like a bridge or building a house made of toys. It's so cool.
The funny part about all of this was that when we were loading the truck, so we started obviously in the far back, put all the garbage bag full of toys, and we started stacking. And I was like, you know what? Like, we have a lot of room here. So I started, like, you know, just laying it level with all the toys. And then Joey came in. He's like, we have so much more. So we had to go back and put everything on from the back and stuff it to the top of the U-Haul. It was amazing.
Yeah, Adam's line was, can we just do stuff at U-Haul next time? Because trying to get this shit into the U-Haul is crazy. But what a crazy experience. What a fun experience. Like I said, I've done this in several markets with radio stations, and that's with round-the-clock mentions and live overnight shifts and live day parts. You know, we just have our live morning show, we have our live 11 to 1, and then we have social media and the internet that has supported this. And a lot of people, the way they found out about it was somebody would show up, take a picture in front of the pile, post it on their socials, and then somebody else would come seeing it off there. Like Kelly Stafford posting it on her Instagram.
That was awesome.
Like 8 people showed up the next day. It was just like, I saw it on Kelly Stafford's Instagram. But it wasn't even like celebrities. It was just like all normal people.
Regular
like,
people, man.
Regular people coming and doing it. And then their friends seeing it and being like, I just wanted to be a part of something this year. Because one thing that really was weird to me, there weren't a lot of people taking donations this year. So we were one of the only drop-offs. That's what I kept hearing. Like, we donate every year, but there was nowhere to donate this year. So I'm happy they chose us.
And I thought that was just really awesome, like with COVID and everybody just going through something this year, you know, with losing loved ones and losing finances. How many people just came out organically and just donated and came back and donated again and again? It was just like amazing. Like I was at Meyer and I ran into Mitch.
Yeah.
And
what up, Mitch?
Mitch had already donated, and then I went and ran into him, and he said, "Hey, I ended up getting an extra $400 from family and friends, so I'm back here again." So I was just like, it just blew me away how many people came out.
You know what's crazy is that usually when you run a campaign like this that requires a lot of people to get to know what's going on, we're trying to do really good things. Usually you put some money behind it. You put advertising.
Yep.
We didn't do advertising.
It was grassroots.
This was strictly word of mouth, and that blew my mind. And it shows
the power of social media.
Mm-hmm.
The power of social media is so huge. This is what I like to call healthy competition.
Right. And one of the things I loved about the week was watching Adam go from Grinch to his heart growing 4 times the size. Like, Adam, explain to people, like, I don't want to tell your whole story, but before you started working with me in particularly, like, you were kind of a homebody. You weren't very social with people. And one of the things I took away from you is you weren't used to seeing this type of generosity.
No, not at all. So, I mean, I come from a small community that's very giving, so the generosity part didn't shock me. It was how all of these people could come together and do these amazing things. And that kind of took me back completely. I didn't know people were capable of that.
Kelly Stafford.
Oh, Kelly's in the comments
Yep,
right now?
Kelly's
What'd she
in the
say?
comments.
You don't have to whisper. Corey, you just fucking...
Yeah,
I didn't want to cut him off.
Bro, he threw me off. I'm sitting here talking,
I want to have a sentimental moment with Adam about how he actually saw, like, I saw this in Adam, and I saw it in Fish, too, is like Adam is a very hard-nosed guy, and I saw him just, like, his eyes, it was all in the eyes, like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I can't believe this many people are showing up.
Because Adam was running around, like, trying to get our production up so crazy, like a chicken with his head cut off, and then every time he came in, he saw the toys, he was just like...
Yeah, it's crazy. And for when
it blew my mind, and
I wish you would have been there.
Easily the best thing I've ever been a part of in my life. I'm so happy about it.
That's my favorite thing in the world I've ever heard from Adam. You should have been there at the hospital.
I'm not a hard guy. I'm a humble, loving guy. Yeah. It's just, you know.
No, but if you don't, like Joey and I talk about this all the time. People ask me why I always have a positive outlook on things and why I always, think the best. And it's because, like, this has been my life. I've witnessed this over and over and over. Generosity of people, the good in people. So whenever anybody tries to convince me that the world's shitty, that the country's bad, that people are bad, I've seen too much good to think that ever. And so that's what I always try to focus on, is the good. And then when we got to the CS Mott Children's Hospital, like, Adam, I wish you were there to hear Luann tell us that it was the single largest donation that the hospital has ever received.
Isn't that scary?
It's a University of Michigan hospital, though. You know how many boosters they got? You know how much money rolls through that place?
They have the largest alumni network out of the country.
Right. So, Krissy, I wish you would have been there, too, and I know you wanted to roll with us, but we couldn't go in the hospital. But that was such an awesome thing to hear. How did you feel when you found that out?
I'll never forget you FaceTiming me. I had just gotten home and you were just like, man, I gotta tell you something. And I was scared. I'm like, what do you mean? And you're like, oh my God, we did something huge. This is the biggest donation that they've ever seen. I was just like, wait, us? Us? And honestly, it motivated me for next year. I'm already ready for next year. And I think my biggest takeaway real quick that I want to say, I want to shout out to all of the parents that rolled through with their kids, especially Kelly Stafford too. When she came in with her kids, nobody was even looking at her or listening to her for a second there because she was with her kids and she was trying to teach a lesson how giving is a huge part of this. It's just giving. And it's when parents came through and it was a lesson for their children to learn how to treat other people. So honestly, I think this entire thing has just kind of, like you said with Adam, has just kind of pulled the heart out of people, pulled the good out of people, and that just feels like we accomplished something huge.
So I really am the Grinch. That's what I took away from what you said, Krissy.
I don't think Adam's the Grinch. It's what Stick said, but
That's what you said.
100%.
No, you saw the magic of Christmas and the magic of giving, and that's really what it is. The Jonah family, that mom and daughter came back 3 times, and then when every little girl was in here, a little boy, and the parents are teaching them, now look, go set it on the pile. Doesn't it feel good to give as much as you're gonna get?
Yes, that was so big to me because you want to know why? Because these kids are the future of what this generation is going to look like, and the fact that I can actually still see people caring about that, that's huge,
I believe the children are our future. That's what Randy Watson, baby.
They didn't watch the movie. They won't get that reference.
They still don't know that reference. Son of a bitch. I'm so glad you're here, Corey.
They won't get that reference.
Has anybody seen Coming to America? You know what I'm talking about. That boy can sing. That boy can sing. Sexual chocolate. But yeah, it was a very meaningful, very touching week. And I'm just so happy that the community got around us, because it wasn't only the teams and the advertisers, because it's awesome that the advertisers come through and give back. I love that you guys did that. But just the grassroots, like you said, this sent waves through Detroit, and we saw love that we didn't even know people liked us.
Yeah, it was such a community effort, and what really blew my mind was, like you said, we didn't have any advertisers. So many other different outlets just started paying attention to us and watching it. So it was really dope to be a part of, and kudos to you guys just for, like I said, doing the work of just staying in here around the clock and being dedicated.
We talked about this, Corey, and the easiest thing for anybody to do ever is nothing. That's it. It's real easy to do nothing. It was real easy for other, conglomerates in this market to do nothing or to just do the same thing that they always do. You got to step it up, and if you don't try, like even if we just got the $5,000 in toys that Meyer gave us,
it's something.
It's a win. It's a win. But now that we got $75,000, and that's a low estimate, it's just crazy.
I just walked in here every day, and I'm like, how did it get bigger?
That's
I gotta quote my boy JFK.
Oh, ask not.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's right, baby. No, not even just that. We don't do things because they're easy. We do them because they're hard.
Right.
And I mean, look at all of this we did. I mean, it wasn't easy, man.
No, and we're still trying to get this network off the ground, which was hilarious. Like, I had friends like, oh shit, I didn't realize you were like busy. And it's like, yeah, man. Like, thanks for coming by, thanks for the toy, let's hug and all that. But homie, I love you. We got work to do, baby. We got work to do. But luckily, all my friends that came through were very patient and very understanding. My buddy Brad came through twice, and I was in meetings and couldn't see him either time. So everybody who stopped by, we just can't thank you enough. We're going to have Luann from the CS Mott Children's Hospital on coming up when Joey gets here. Joey is alive. Joey is alive.
Yay.
His phone died, and he overslept. But Joey... Yep, he's coming in. He's coming in, Krissy.
I knew Joey was going to be up working all night.
His phone died. Likely excuse.
Oh.
Yeah.
This sounds like my excuse when I was in elementary school.
But Joey was up working hard in that video. He hit me up asking like, hey, you got any more clips? I'm like, all right.
Now, there's one thing you never have to question about Joey, and it's how hard he works.
Yeah.
Like, that kid, and let's be honest, a lot of stuff a studio doesn't happen without Joey, too. Like, the amount of people...
about that on the weekend.
Yeah, the amount of people he knows and the amount of people that he's shown respect to and love him back over the years, like, I would argue 50% of that was Joey.
It was just amazing to see how many... The reach that he got on that.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'd go 50% Joey, like 40% Krissy, and then 10% the rest of us. Right, Krissy? That's about right?
No, it was 100%.
Hey, man, in my 0.5.
And Corey, yeah, you're part of the rest.
My
you're part of the leftovers. Krissy, do you want to get into where I was right and where I was wrong on the weekend?
Yes, I mean, I love to do this. Hold on.
I know, but you're not going to love this week because I was pretty damn right.
Start right or wrong, Stick?
Well,
I love hearing when Stick is wrong.
There weren't many wrongs this weekend. I only really got one thing wrong, so we can start with that and then roll on into the rights.
I hate this one. Pats versus Miami.
I got that wrong.
You know, damn. I gotta jump in. I just gotta say this. You know, when I give you advice on things, Sam, it's not to prove you wrong. It's I'm trying to educate you.
Oh,
trying to educate you, buddy.
I think we have the same record all season.
When you take the shitty Patriots against the Miami Dolphins, who have one of the best defenses in the NFL, it hurt me because I saw my buddy walking off a ledge, and I was trying to tell him to stop, but he wouldn't stop.
Listen, man.
You could have gone 3-0 this week, but you didn't listen to me.
Because if I agree with you on everything, this show fucking sucks.
Rob said Fish got it right.
Fish did get it right. Yay, Joey's here. No, this is one where I got it wrong, but it was clearly because of my thought process, and it had more to do with Belichick. Like Belichick's record versus rookie quarterbacks. That's what I was banking on, but I think I learned a valuable lesson that the Patriots are dead. The old way is dead.
Oh yeah, they got to like Bill Belichick said, they mortgaged everything for those past couple of Super Bowls, so they got to do a whole rebuild.
Yeah, so everything that Bill Belichick did, like rookie quarterbacks can't win against them. Oh, they're always good on the road. Just throw all that shit out the window. Brady's gone. They don't know what's going on. They're not the same team. I learned that valuable lesson. Krissy, I know it hurt for you to watch the Patriots lose, even though it proved me wrong.
And I had my
so
Krissy
bittersweet
jersey, my Edelman jersey on, number 11. Like it wasn't good for me.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's really the only place I was wrong this weekend since Adam wants to call me out. So let's go. Oh, no, she froze. Okay, I was going to say she froze.
She's back. She's back.
Right when I was right? All right, Krissy, let's just get to this long list of where I was right.
I hate you so much, and I don't even want to read this, but all of your sick picks were right. You got Jonathan Taylor, Baker Mayfield, Julius Smith, all had big games.
Yep, the only one I'm waiting for tonight is Chase Claypool, and I need that to be a big game for the Steelers. Adam, I'm down 33 points in my Dynasty League, and I have Ben Roethlisberger and Eric Ebron going tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's right.
That's going to be close.
It's right there, buddy.
It's against the Bungles, though, so you got to assume the Steelers are going to go off.
I'm hoping it's that bounce-back game, man. I'm hoping it's that bounce-back game.
Come on, Corey. Don't tell me you never called them the Bungles. Come on,
I'm not saying that. It's just funny every time you hear it.
So, yeah, that's where I was right and where I was wrong. And then the other two picks, me and Adam both got right. Right? What were they, Adam?
All right, so
It's
for
Chicago
the second
winning
pick
and
that...
the Chiefs winning.
Yeah, so me and Sam both picked Chicago over... What are their name? Minnesota.
Minnesota. Hell yeah.
And then we had the Kansas City Chiefs beating the New Orleans Saints.
Right, and that was a closer game than I thought it was going to be, though, the Kansas City-New Orleans game. But that is where I was right, and the one time I was wrong this weekend, and I appreciate that.
Can I put it on Joey real quick?
Put what on Joey?
You appreciate that. You appreciate
camera?
how right
Yeah.
you were. You're so annoying.
Look who's here!
Hey, welcome, Joey! I mean, I'm pretty proud of you. We're only a month into the show, and this is the first time you were late, so congrats.
What do you mean you're proud of me?
The show starts at 9. Doesn't start at 9.
Guys, I literally don't even know what to say right now. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I texted, holy shit, that's all I said. And yeah, I know I was listening on the way here. You guys said, oh, you stayed up late, but that's no excuse.
So what the fuck happened, man? What happened? You were just up editing that video and finally got some sleep?
I was up editing and I was too lazy to go get my charger. So then I, one, didn't even set my alarm, and two, let my phone freaking die in the middle of the night. And I always have an old school alarm clock, so I'm always prepared in case anything were to ever go wrong. It's like a for deaf people alarm clock, and it vibrates the entire bed. So I didn't have that one on, and I didn't even have my iPhone one on.
I
apologize. Everybody watching right now, you called me at 7:38.
I called you like a Psycho X. No, I called you like 7:38, 7:39, 7:40,
I didn't see all those.
7:40. Like, I called you like I literally missed you. And you
I
broke
missed
up
you
with
too.
me. I didn't know. Like, I was worried. Did you get any tweets? Because we tried to have people tweet you. I
didn't check. I drove here so
Dude, this was like
fast.
when Mitch left the chat and nobody knew what to do.
Yeah, you were like Mitch today. Nobody knew.
Except I'm not as important as Mitch.
Right, Mitch does hold it down a lot better in the comment. Like, you could have at least put yourself in the comment section.
I know. I realized, like, listen, I just got to come there, let them rip on me in person, and move forward. Corey, thanks for holding it down too, Corey.
I was trying to, but Art.
What did Art say?
Art said, "Wait, what? Joey has a vibrating alarm clock."
You do?
Yeah. It's like, there's a big disc. You guys never heard of it?
A big what?
It's a big.
Put it in your ass?
It's a big disc.
Is it a vibrator and you keep it in your ass and you wake up?
You really do. I'm not even joking. You guys think I'm kidding. So it's a big old disc like this big, D-I-S-K. It's a big old disc, right? And you put this thing underneath your bed. It vibrates the entire bed, and it's for people that can't hear.
Oh, crap.
I don't know if deaf people is offensive these days.
Who gave this to you?
One of my old coworkers. No, I bought it, but one of my old coworkers.
A girl
had it.
or a guy?
It was a girl. She uses it.
She ain't using it the same way you use it, homie. She ain't using it the same way. Come on, bro.
Guys, let me search this thing up.
Yeah, please search this thing up, and if it's shaped like an anus, I'm gonna be very
It's not. It's a regular alarm clock, but it just happens to have a little disc. I'm not saying that word. It's a little not even a device. It's a freaking thing that.
Welcome to the morning moves.
Look at
No
Joey
wonder you have morning wood every morning.
Oh crap.
Guys, it's been a rough summer. I still don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm sleeping.
So your vibrating disc didn't wake you up?
I didn't turn it on.
You didn't turn it on.
So how hard do you like it in bed is what I'm taking from this.
Is there settings on this disc?
Yes, I like it on the highest speed. It really does have a 1 through 5.
Joey, can you send me the link?
Yeah, Krissy, do you need a vibrator to wake you up?
I was gonna say, can you send me the link, because I didn't bring any of my alarm clocks home with me.
Oh my gosh. Guys, it's a good alarm clock. Well, it didn't work today.
I bet it's a good alarm clock.
Well, you made it just in time because.
So what are we doing? What show is this?
Well, I couldn't print out the prep today because you weren't here.
Okay, you want me to print out the prep?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We made it through all of this. But where we're at in the show right now is it's Krissy's time to bring her parents on.
We get to meet them.
Are you guys ready for this?
I'm so ready for this. Make sure they talk loud though, okay?
Okay, so Dad, I know you were probably listening because I put them in the basement so that we could start the show. So Dad, can you come up here so I don't have to go get you?
Why did you put your parents in the basement?
Because as much as I love my mom, she doesn't understand how technology works. So like she'll talk like directly to me while I'm like, Mom, everybody can hear you. She's like, oh, okay, so then I'll be quiet. So anyway, and I'm like, no, that's not how it works. So I sent him a coffee in the
Okay, are there any rules before we get this started? Are there things we can and can't ask?
Well, I don't know what you guys are gonna do. My dad is more willing to open everything, but just remember he is my dad.
Okay.
And then honestly, no rules. Just go for it. I want to see what happens.
All right, so if anybody's watching right now on our Facebook Live or our YouTube, make sure if you have any questions for Krissy's parents, put them in the chat so we can respond to them and ask them. Everybody's laughing at Joey and his 50 Shades of vibrating wake-up alarm.
I realized every single thing that I said in that segment was so wrong. So
Dude,
you guys,
there's no way to have that conversation
no
and have
way.
it sound right.
I sleep with a vibrator, and it's a freaking disc. A big disc.
A big disc. And a little disc.
Is it under the bed?
It is fish.
It is fish. And we got to show some love to Fish, too, in a little bit, because Fish was on the news this weekend.
Fish was on the news, and I saw you looking good.
You see Fish on Fox 2?
Uh-huh, Sunday morning.
Do you know he spoke more in that Fox 2 interview than he ever does to me?
Like we're offended by that a little bit, Fish.
That was great insight you offered on that, man. You did a great job, Fish. I was very impressed. We're still waiting on Krissy and her parents to get here. Joey, how else you doing, man? Good morning, buddy.
Honestly, listen. It was one of the best weekends of my life. Just everything that we went through this past week. I love how I wake up on time for. I don't wake up on time for this, but we freaking here, living here, sleeping all night here, round the clock, 24/7, and that's when I'm okay.
Well, dude, honestly, like, you know, we were sleeping here all the time, but I would go to bed before you, but I'd get up a little bit before you, but you would stay up late working while I was sleeping here.
It's one of my really bad problems in life, and it's been something that even in my past, I've been known for oversleeping, but the last couple of months, I felt like I've been fine, and I have been fine because my issue back then was I would work too late. Then I would wake up late. But this one, I just completely failed and dropped the ball because I didn't even.
It's crazy because you and Adam share kind of that same work ethic. Like, you'll both work yourself to death.
You know, he does it to death. I just do it to where I won't wake up.
Right, okay. Well, it's crazy to me, though, that you both, like, just grind so hard. I grind with you guys, but I also get my beauty sleep.
Yeah, you're smart. Well, you're never late.
I can't function well if I don't have a decent amount of sleep. But you're right. I'm never late. I'm always early. Like that's just part of my thing.
It's a good quality to have.
It is a good quality to have. Did you beckon your parents from the basement yet, Krissy?
Yeah. My dad's coming. Right, Dad?
She keeps him in the basement like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction. Get up here, Gimp!
He's actually working right now, so I'm like, come on.
Well, so are we.
Actually, that's all I took from that.
I just want to see what Krissy's parents look like. Like, I don't even know what they look like.
I honestly have never seen them.
I don't know what
we know what our dog looks like.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. Are there any questions? Everybody's talking about Fish in the chat right now.
Exactly like your dad. Dad,
let's see, Dad. So how many alarm clocks does Krissy have?
Who said that?
Tom Tai Young. That's awesome. So leave the vibrating alarm clock out of the combo. Oh, there's a dog. I see another hand. Krissy's dad stepping in.
Hey! Super young, good-looking dude.
Welcome to the show. What's your name, sir?
Sir, what's your name, sir?
That's right, sir.
That's right. Okay.
George.
Well, nice to meet George.
Yes. You didn't tell me.
Okay.
No, I didn't tell him your name.
Oh.
No, she hasn't told us
Yeah,
shit about you, man. I know nothing about you.
Really?
So, is there something that you want to tell us? Is there something you want to tell us about Krissy that you feel we should know as her coworkers?
Oh, God. Don't do this.
Not sure I can.
Oh, you can tell us anything, sir.
All right.
Sir.
Well, Sir George.
Sir George, I
His
like
name is
it.
Oliver.
Oliver, that's lovely. That's awesome.
She was a wild woman in high school. You hear him?
What does wild mean to you, sir?
Oh, I don't like the sir thing.
Tell him.
So she would have a tendency to run about inappropriately, drinking.
When Krissy was a kid, did you have problems like keeping clothes on her and stuff, or did she like run around naked all the time as a kid too?
No.
But I would wear like mini skirts to school and I would get yelled at.
You? In what grade?
Yeah, she was good. Yeah, high school.
High school.
High school.
Okay.
I wore
right,
mini
that's fine.
skirts. But that's
Should
like
we get to these
every
questions?
girl that.
I mean, if we're talking about Krissy getting wild and being wild throughout high school, Dad, what do you think of her Fire Flame Fridays that we see on Instagram?
Oh, Joey, come on. My thirst traps.
Yeah, not a fan. We have a much different bringing up, I guess you would say. I'm more conservative, so is my wife. So having her has been quite an exciting event.
We actually have a question from Kelly Stafford in the chat right now. What's your craziest high school story about Krissy?
That's Matthew Stafford's wife. That's funny.
So that would be the prom?
Oh, the one I got kicked out of?
Yes. That was not
Why'd
fun
you get kicked
because
out?
I got a call from the... What's that?
Why'd she get kicked out?
She had been indulging with several of the other prom people.
Indulging, drinking.
Yes,
Indulging in the booze.
absolutely. And that caused her to get kicked out. So I got a call. They called me up and asked me if I could come pick up my daughter. How much fun is that?
Did you pick her up?
We're on a
I
delay.
had to.
Oh, yeah.
How bad a shape was she in when you picked her up?
She wasn't that bad. She had just been in with the wrong group of kids.
It was one of those, like, wrong
Yeah.
place, wrong times. But, like, did I totally drink? For sure. But, like,
Yeah,
I guess I couldn't hide it as well as the other kids
Wrong
did.
place, wrong time, gun to your head, bottle to your mouth. They forced it on you.
I had to do it, you know? I had to do it. When you're in high school and you're on the dance floor and they force a... Oh, what?
a drink.
Dude, he broke my door in.
It was ready to fall in anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, we love you, George.
How did you feel about her moving to Detroit?
Oh, moving to Detroit? I thought it was an extremely challenging thing for her to do at her age and being single. But for her career and what she wanted to do, I thought it took a lot of guts. And I was proud of her.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
And that's
So
the thing. We're
that's
proud
not
of her
easy.
too, and man, we're keeping it on a happy note, George. I want to know what's the most proud moment that you've had with your daughter here, Christina.
Oh, you mean in Detroit?
No, just in her in life.
No, I think it's the way she handled the situation with what was
With
it?
my old station.
Yeah.
We don't have to
Oh,
show.
iHeart. When
with
they
iHeart?
moved her all the way out there, she went through that whole thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just that was very difficult, and she did a great job working through it. She kept focused. She didn't crash. She just went after it, and I was very proud of her for that.
Aw, that's amazing. That's awesome. You should be. She's a very strong girl, and she made another bold leap by joining the Woodward Sports Network with us. But I can guarantee you, sir, she's in good hands, and we will treat her with respect in the way you want us to.
Aww.
I would appreciate that very much, because if you don't, I'll be driving out.
I would expect
And
nothing
you will
less.
too. He moved me out here the first time.
That's all right, man.
George with the shotgun.
That's right. That's right. Set it by the front door in case anybody stops by.
Yeah, well, you know what? I wish you guys all the best in taking this to the next step and next level, and I hope it works out great for you guys. And Christina.
Well, awesome. Yes, especially Christina. But thank you so much for trusting us with your daughter. Thanks for coming on the show. I know these are awkward questions and weird conversations, but hopefully we didn't pry too much.
No, I'm good. We're all
Thank
good.
you guys for not saying anything crazy like we usually do. I think he was ready for those ones.
Just keep it clean, boys. That's all I say. Keep it clean.
Hell yeah. No, we'll try.
Can't promise.
Yeah.
That's
right.
awesome. So, yeah, for anybody who's wondering right now, Krissy is at home with her family. We just wanted to meet her dad because we haven't had a chance to meet her, and I think Joey and I are kind of old school guys in that aspect too. Like, we'd like to know you and have you trust us with your daughter and know that anybody she dates in the future has to run through us too. So we'll take care of them.
Really appreciate it.
Adam.
She's a special girl.
Even though I got tattoos
Sometimes-
against your will.
Sometimes she goes left when she should go right, but
That's what makes me me.
we try to reel her in. Not all that
Awesome.
successfully.
Yeah, I see you're doing well with that. But she did say she has a promise to your wife that she will go back to her natural red hair some point in the near future.
Oh,
I told
yeah.
him about that.
She has gorgeous red hair when she was a baby. So, I don't know. It's a...
I told Stig about how Mom promised me before she dies I have to have a full head of orange hair, my natural hair.
Not orange. It's a gorgeous red. So,
Yeah.
do it. I'd love
Yep.
to see it.
Yeah, we'd love to see you too.
Well,
So thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you, Pops.
You got it,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Thanks very much. Good.
Yeah,
good luck,
for sure.
guys.
That is Krissy's dad, ladies and
Look
gentlemen.
at
Krissy's dad.
George, Sir George. He did
Man.
not like that. He did not like that at all.
You know that guy's got a set of balls to be able to come on a show like this with a daughter like Krissy and have us ask questions. So yeah, good for him. Good for him. How bad your pit sweating, Krissy?
Huh?
How bad you sweating? How bad you sweating right now?
Dude, like crazy. I'm like, guys, please don't ask him anything stupid.
Me too. I feel you, girl.
No, that was just like the first feeling out conversation. When we go there and hang out with you on your hometown, or he comes here and we get some cocktails, that's
It's
when
a
the
new-
fun begins.
My dad has a blast with me, that's for sure. My mom always gets mad. She'll be like, Christina, stop making your dad drink.
What's he drink? Oh, Krissy froze. So we got to send him a bottle or
That's so awesome.
whatever that man drinks. We got to send him.
He's probably he's a tough guy. He's probably like a Jack and Coke kind of guy.
He reminded me a little of my pops.
Yeah.
Didn't he look like that with a baseball head, kind of burly looking fella?
Dude, they look so alike too.
Dude,
Yeah,
like,
they
favor
look
a lot.
so alike.
Right.
a lot alike. So yeah. That's Krissy. She's going to be there for the rest of the week and doing the show with us virtually. She's on the big screen behind me, which I really feel like she's looking at me, even though I know she can't see me. I feel like I just have Krissy over my back this entire time.
She's watching us.
Always watching us. But we got a Monday Night Football game tonight. I'm excited about it. Not because I really care about this matchup, but because it has so many implications on my fantasy football game. What's up, Adam?
All right, we got a preview going on.
Oh. Is it up now? that's going to be going on tonight. Not too many playoff implications in it. I mean, the Bengals are pretty much done with their season. But the Steelers...
Pretty much.
Yeah. But the Steelers need to get right on this game. Like, this is their game to make up for their last 2 crap fests.
That's putting it lightly.
I figured I'd be polite this morning.
Yeah, I was a little too polite, actually. Yeah, I don't think they can afford to go on a 3-game. That's just going in the whole opposite direction, and it's going to make Adam even more right.
No.
Well, for Adam to be right, they got to go 3-5 the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That's what happens for Adam to be right. And we're going to see if that happens. If they lose this game, they're inching closer to that 3-5 record. I'll tell you that much. I just see them using this game as kind of like a scrimmage practice squad game. Like, all right,
get back on track, get things rolling.
Let's run our basics. Let's catch the fucking ball because they lead the league in so many drops. And it's not only our boy Ebron, it's Johnson out there too dropping everything.
But I'm happy it is our boy Ebron. I'm happy he's a part of that.
He has to be. You know what's funny? Joique Bell, who's on the afternoon show or the midday show with Baligian, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., he sent me all his contacts for people he wants to bring on the show. Guess what one of the contacts was? Ebron.
Oh, man.
I was like, oh, man, Drunk Stick's going to regret this. I better hide this, put this on lock when Drunk Stick is around because it's going to be an interesting shit show if I ever get a hold of Eric Ebron.
So just say, because we love hypotheticals on this show.
Yes.
Just say that the Steelers do lose to the Bengals tonight. Are you going to say that Adam's right?
No, you shouldn't.
I'll say he's trending towards being right.
No. Sam will never admit it,
Yes,
and
I
I'll
will.
tell you why. Because he doesn't understand what I've been saying about the Steelers all year. All I've been saying is I've been pointing out they've been inconsistent all year. Their 11-0 record was not a reflection of how they played all season. And that's all I said.
And all I say is 11 wins in a row is pretty consistent.
If they lose tonight, though, to a 2-win football team.
And that's when Adam gets mad at me, is when I say, well, I'd take an inconsistent 11-2 Lions team. Like, shit.
Because your standards are so irrelevant.
I think anybody in the league would take 11-2.
Yeah.
Okay, let's backtrack to last season. The Patriots were 8-0 in the same situation. They were just as inconsistent of a football team. And then when Lamar Jackson showed up and a good team showed up, they beat them down. And the same thing happened with the Steelers and the Bills. So I don't know what else you need to see.
I need to see them lose more.
Yeah, I know. Sam. I know.
I mean, it's all the results of the season.
We play to win the game. As long as you win the game.
I know, Sam. I know. That's all you hold your hat on.
Yes, because that's why we do this. Like, there's no other reason besides wins and losses.
You're not evaluating the team based on how they're playing. You're just basing on, they have 11 wins, so I love this team. I think they're the best team in the league.
If you could win 11-0 in the NFL, I'm pretty sure you're a damn good football team.
And I loved them before they were 11-0. I loved them when they were 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's pretty consistent.
I get where Adam is coming from.
Sure.
I get where Adam is coming from as far as like you have to evaluate how they're winning how they're winning those games and how they're like so close. But the fact is, you can't fault the team for pulling it out.
How about the New York Giants when they won the Super Bowl? Were they a super consistent team?
No.
Well, you're going to use one of the worst anomalies in the history of the game. Compare them to the Pittsburgh Steelers?
No, I'm not.
The Pittsburgh Steelers aren't a wild card team.
Which team was more consistent, Pittsburgh or the Giants back in the day?
The Giants weren't consistent. They found their way. They got hot at the last 2 games. I don't understand what you're saying.
It's just crazy to have a conversation with this guy sometimes.
Yeah, it's just crazy to not understand what you're saying.
I understand what I'm saying. I'm showing you that
You don't.
If 11-0 is inconsistent, not good enough. If the Giants are inconsistent,
You can't compare that Giants football team to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What team?
They were at 2 different places.
What team in the history of the NFL hasn't been inconsistent? That's what I want to know from you.
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm telling you is that when they were 11-0, if you watched all of their games, which clearly you didn't, they are one of the most inconsistent teams. I don't care that their record is 11-0. Their quality is not an 11-win team.
All right.
And it showed up against the Bills.
So when the Patriots went 16-0 and they lost in the Super Bowl, does that mean that they're
They were dominating every fucking game that year. Are you serious right now?
But they lost, right?
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
I'm
They
just
lost
saying-
in the Super Bowl. They were 16-0. They ran through everybody that year. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
So, yeah, that's pretty much our big
You're
thing.
comparing this Pittsburgh Steelers team to the 16-0 New England Patriots.
No, here's what I'm saying, Adam.
No,
because
bro, how do I talk football with you?
No,
Seriously,
here's what
holy
I'm saying.
shit.
If you think that the only way to win is being a consistent team, and there's a team that went 16-0, dominating the entire field, there have also been many teams that go 8-8 and win.
We're not talking about many teams. We're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and how their 11-0 record is not a fair reflection of how they performed the whole season. That is it.
When did we get Stephen A. Smith on the show?
We should get Stephen A. Smith. Adam just gets so upset about this because he's been wrong, and whenever Adam's wrong, it's got.
I haven't been wrong.
You are wrong.
I don't know what fucking world you're in, but I haven't been wrong. I haven't said anything not true about the Pittsburgh Steelers. The only game that I've bet against the Pittsburgh Steelers was Jacksonville and Buffalo.
Have they gone 3-5 down the stretch?
The season's not over yet, bro.
Okay.
Seriously?
So now you're okay to operate in hypotheticals.
No, I'm not. It's the fucking truth. Holy shit. Man, I think you just know how to wind me up because you're talking out of your ass too much.
Yeah. So, in my logic, anytime a team is 11-0, I consider that a good football team, consistent. If you're winning 11 games in a row, that's consistently overachieving what your opponent is achieving. Adam thinks that it's on a case-by-case basis. If you
don't speak for me. Don't speak for me, please, because you do a shitty job of doing it.
If you don't blow a team out, you're not consistent. That's what Adam said.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Not what I said.
That's not what I said. And honestly, I'm not going to have this conversation. You just talk out of your ass too much.
So either way, we got the game tonight with the inconsistent 11-2 team against the very consistent 4-8 team. And it's going to be an amazing game. Adam's excited. But really, honestly, my fantasy implications is all I'm worried about tonight. I need Ben Roethlisberger to have like a 4-touchdown game. One of those touchdowns come to Eric Ebron. That's what I need, Joey.
That's what you need?
Yep.
So where are you at right now?
I'm down 33 points to make it into the championship game, and I got 2 guys left. Luckily for me, Aaron Rodgers didn't have a big game for him. And then yesterday, he started Miles Sanders instead of Melvin Gordon. He took out Melvin Gordon last minute, who scored 22 points, which is crazy.
And you catching a break by Aaron Rodgers not going off.
Right. Him only putting up 19 fantasy points really gave me, but Waller scored 34. That's the only difference in this game. And I had Amari Cooper yesterday, who had 10 yards, 10 whole yards on 2 catches.
Yay!
Well, Ebron hasn't caught a touchdown in the past couple of games.
No, not past, but look at his targets, though, man. He's getting 8-9 targets a game. So over the past couple of games, he's gone like 13 points, 12 points, 10 points. I think his last game was his lowest in the past couple of weeks. It was 7. But if he can get me 13 and Ben can get me 20, I'm happy with it, man. I'm happy with it.
Ben getting 20 is not far off.
No, that's pretty much where he's at. So, like, I'm literally right at it. Like, if they have a poor game, I lose. If they have an average game, I'm right at it. So we'll see. That's the big thing I'm looking forward to tonight. And I know other people have fantasy implications tonight. So if you got it going on, good luck to you. If you're going up against somebody that's playing tonight, hope they suck.
I think you'll be good. I think they'll get you your points.
I hope so too.
33
man.
though.
Dude, Amari Cooper putting up 2 points absolutely crushed me. If he has a normal game, puts up 10 points, I need 23 points out of those 2. It's a wrap. But 33, it's gonna be tough to get to, man. Gonna be tough to get to. So those are my sticks picks, or those are the Monday Night Football review. And Joey, where's the PlayStation at?
Didn't we? I think we locked it up.
Okay, we did lock it up. I'm like, holy shit, someone took the PlayStation 5.
You know what'd be funny, and I was very fearful of this, is that we would have picked that up with our donations that we sent to CS Mott Children's Hospital.
I was worried about that too.
I was like, all right, we gotta hide this.
Yeah, that and the Xbox. So we're giving away a PlayStation 5, and if you haven't been following us on social media, today is the day you should start, because we're gonna be drawing this winner at what time with the Baligian and Bell?
Noon.
Baligian and Bell will announce the winner at noon today for this PlayStation 5. And it's real easy to get into it as well. It's pinned on the top of our Facebook page right now. Just tag 3 people, share the post, and follow us, right?
Super, super simple. And I was looking through how many comments are on that post and how many shares. It is crazy. It is no secret that the PS5 is more popular than the Xbox Series X.
Dude, I wonder why, though, because the Xbox came in hot first, and then the PS5 dropped and just crushed everything.
It's just, I'm not a gamer, so I don't want to, get too deep into it, but all of my friends are PS5 because just what they grew up with. PlayStation came out, early on, and it just stuck with it.
I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. I was an Xbox guy growing up, so now it's like I don't want to change. I know like the remote fits in my hand, and I know you said PlayStation is
I'm
what
a
you
PlayStation
like.
guy. Yeah, I've always been PlayStation 1, Tony Hawk, PlayStation 2. Like that's just how I've always rolled.
Still think PlayStation 2 is the best system ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Xbox 360 because you could jailbreak that system and have every single game on there.
No one can beat the 6-bit Nintendo.
See, I never messed with that one.
The Atari. Yeah, I'm old like that. I love the technology like that.
I still have my dad's old Atari.
But what's crazy is I think the Xbox has fallen behind because it keeps overheating. You remember Art bought like the first Xbox. He stood in line and brought it to playback, and he was streaming on our esports platform.
Yeah.
And don't forget, if you follow us on Twitch, you got a shot at an Xbox today. So at Woodward Sports on Twitch. But Art, he was trying to game on it, and it kept frying on him and heating up too much and shutting down while we're doing a live stream. So
how the hell that happened?
I don't know. I guess there's an attachment or some software you got to download to make sure it doesn't overheat.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
So you got to download software onto a brand new product that you just purchased.
Yep.
For $500.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you, Joey.
That's ridiculous.
So make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms. If you want a chance at that PlayStation 5, we're giving it away today, so you have a very short amount of time to get into this right now.
You know what I love is that the PS5 looks like a router, you know? So a local Detroiter, everybody knows HaHa Davis, he posted a video where he pranked his homie where he put it in a PS5 box, and then he opens it up and it's just a little router.
No, but really, the Xbox 5, Xbox, whatever, Xbox S.
Xbox Series X.
Series X, it does look like a router. Like I have Xfinity, so it does look like that exact tower almost. Of course, it's small. My router is smaller, but it looks just like a router.
Yeah. Well, I like the PlayStation 5, but the fact that we've had it in here, whenever we show it to people, they go absolutely nuts for it.
They can't find it anywhere.
We've got offers too. Like we're not just saying people look, oh, can I have that? I'll give you $1,500. I'll give you $2,000, whatever it takes.
I literally have my family bribing me every day, like, so Corey, I need you to go ahead and rig that for me, so I can get it for you. I'll take care of you. I'm like, dude, I cannot do it. Stop asking me.
So make sure you're following us on all social medias for your chance at that, and also make sure you check out all the other shows that are. Hey, Krissy's back.
There she is.
We were just talking about all the other shows on the platform.
You're such a dick.
Me?
Her.
Why?
God, she said my phone died.
Joey.
What?
Phone died? Joey, your phone died.
Oh, it really died. Oh, I thought she was making fun of me.
No.
I thought she was making fun of me.
No, she did put it in the comments that her phone died.
I thought she was still making fun of me in the comments.
After that interview.
Well, your phone froze. Yeah, we can hear you now. So we were just talking about some of the other shows that are on the network, like Origins, MICanicast, The Art of Combat, and of course Corey's Everything Is.
Yes, sir.
Did you listen to any of them on your road trip, Krissy?
You know what? I actually listened to Ben's Origins for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We have some really intelligent people on our team. Like, not that that's surprising, but like if you are looking for a podcast where you can actually sit there and listen like I did for 9 hours straight, like you actually learn science behind things. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, Ben, I would argue, is the smartest one of all of us.
Yeah. I love how you looked around the room like it's a no-brainer. Yes, he is.
Yeah, the amount of research he puts into Origins and his podcast is amazing, and I believe the Origins of the High Five is what we dropped last week on Thursday. So if you ever want to know where the High Five came from, Ben will give you the in-depth knowledge of that. And then we got the MICanicast. Those guys are just fun to have around the studio.
I love their podcast.
Yeah, their podcast's fun. And they also do their Wake and Bake Saturday mornings, which is fun. And then every Friday we release, they do like a testing and a sampling of edibles.
I love how you have to do Wednesday at 4:20.
Yeah, you're damn
That's the
right.
perfect time.
You're damn
That's
right.
the perfect time to do it.
You gotta
No
set
more
the
edibles
appointment,
for you,
Joey.
girl. That shit puts me on my face.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. When was that? A couple of weeks ago, where you just slept all weekend?
Thanksgiving weekend.
It was Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, when you were with us. That's right.
Yeah, when I was with you guys. And one of the first things that my mom said to me when I got home last night, she's like, so when I watch your show, what's an edible? And I'm like,
And what did you tell her?
I told her it was like just a brownie because I can't tell her other things.
Your parents really don't know about weed like that?
No, my
They
mom
don't know
really
about
doesn't.
weed?
Like my dad does, but my mom's like, wait, a brownie made you like sleep like that? I'm like, yeah. She's like, whoa.
Oh, that's my parents, 100%.
Really, your parents?
Oh, they got no clue by any of it.
Really?
No.
How?
They didn't grow up around it.
Corey, your parents know about
Yeah.
weed?
Oh yeah.
Adam, your parents know about weed?
Yeah, if I were to, I guarantee if I asked my parents about edible, they'd have no clue what it is. And I'm actually worried for Krissy's mom because she's probably gonna go somewhere and say, hey, can I get an edible? My daughter likes those. I really want to try one. They make you sleep, apparently.
She's gonna get arrested. Like, it's not legal in Jersey. She just gets cuffed up outside the shop.
And I think when it comes to edibles, I think brownies are the worst. I mean, no, they're great, but as far as knocking you out,
My uncle thought they were called chewables, not edibles, like the vitamins. That's awesome. Vinny commented
Like
on
the
that.
Flintstones
Flintstones.
vitamin.
Yeah, I bet you they have those.
oh, they have everything.
Dude, they should not
You know
do
what's
that.
crazy
They
is the
should
one
not do
that Krissy was eating was an actual Nerd's rope.
Yeah.
Like it had the brand on it. I didn't even know they would make that.
You gotta,
Joey,
I
did
know a
you
few
see
people
how
who make
little I
those.
ate too? It was like just a tiny little piece. And I was like freaking out. And you guys said you didn't notice though.
No, I didn't notice when you were freaking out here, but I noticed when you said you went home and just crashed out for hours on end.
But that nerd
Dude,
rope
I
is
was-
actually one of the stronger ones out right now.
Yeah, people love the nerd
Is it
ropes.
really?
I don't mind I'm not a big edible guy in general.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like how you can't control it, really.
Yeah, especially you have to know the milligrams. Like you have to know your threshold because if you take too many or you eat too much of it, you'll be high for days.
Yeah.
Like
Really? It can leave you that long?
I definitely had a situation where I messed up and I ate too much, and it lasted about 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
Corey's
No,
walking around
you're
high for
lying.
4 days.
No, dead serious. Because the thing is, and it was almost like when you go to the bathroom, take the number one, you get higher as it comes out. For real.
Wait,
No,
what?
no, for real. Trust me.
As you get more dehydrated, you get higher? Is that what you're saying?
It's like it's like you can feel it as it's coming out. It's like you almost.
How high were you, Corey, to where you're feeling your pee getting you higher?
I can see Corey high. I can't take this piss. I don't want to do it.
No,
Hey,
please no more.
It was really like that. I was just like,
Well, all right. Well, enjoy that.
You learn something new every day. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Corey. So yeah, make sure you check out all of our other shows. Krissy, I'm glad you had a chance to catch some of them on your road trip, and that's what they're there for. I mean, we got lists of shows, and they have many podcasts out, so you could just binge watch and binge listen to everything that we put out. It's at woodwardsports.com, or just go on anywhere where you get your podcast to get those shows. And Joey, you had an interesting thing happen to you about, you're not really weird about money. Like,
No.
you're good about money, but when somebody owes you money, it's always weird when they avoid it, right?
Yes, it's very weird. So it was the Juice World concert.
Yeah.
That's how far back we're going. And RIP to the legend Juice. I emceed his concert at the beginning of last year. So we're looking at about 2 years ago.
Almost, yeah. Damn.
And the guy who was supposed to pay me for the event didn't pay me, right? So I was supposed to get $300 for hosting this concert. $300.
Damn, ballin'.
$300.
Ballin'.
This is a big check, right? So I'm over here like, all right, I'm waiting for my money. He said at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to mail this to you because I don't have the money on me right now. There's too much going on. I said, no worries. I know the dude real well. We know the dude real well. But then he goes for months and months and months, and then it was just one of those where I was like, well, I'm just giving up. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, all right, I'm really just giving up now. He messages me a week ago. Hey, Joey, what's your address?
Oh, so you're going to get the check.
So
Nice.
I'm going to get that
And
money,
you're like,
right?
yeah, I got Christmas money.
And I'm like, perfect timing. I could use this to buy family presents. Well, then, yesterday, I get the amazing letter in the mail, card, hoping for a check or cash in there, right?
Not in there.
Just take a guess what it is.
a bill?
A $300 check?
A freaking Christmas card with his kids. So you got money to mail out Christmas cards.
Paid, dude.
And I can't even get my money. So what do I do at this point?
What do you do? Are you asking me, or are you just...
Yeah, what do I do? I'm saying.
I call him up and say, give me my goddamn money.
Have you ever seen Family Guy?
Yeah.
You remember when Stewie and Brian got into it?
Give me my money.
Where's my money,
I
man?
gotta do
Where's
that?
my money, man? You have to do
gotta be
my money,
Stewie.
man.
But it's just like, it's literally been about
Joey, though, I'm
24
with
months.
You. That's a super awkward thing to say. Like, you can't just go out of you can't just like text them out of the blue and just be like, hey, remember the money you owe me? Because then you feel like an asshole, even though you're not really an asshole. It's just how you feel. So I get that.
If somebody owes you money, they're the asshole. Like, there's no way you should let
For
him
some reason,
slide on
and I
this.
don't know why, I feel like a jerk. Like, hey, you got that money? Or like, hey, I bought you this yesterday. Would you buy me this today? Kind of a thing. Like, I don't know. I just would rather avoid it and never get my money than ever say anything. Is that weird?
Ooh, someone said call him on air. You should call him on air, Joey. Let's see, and get him on the FaceTime.
We should do that.
But for real, how do you resolve this? I mean, do you feel like you're gonna approach them and ask them for the money?
I'm gonna, because my thing is this: it's been bothering me, and I'm sure everybody's had this. Whether it's someone that owes you money or it's someone that's not hanging out with you and they've been blowing you off.
Right.
You check their social media so hard, and you start wondering, oh, you got money for this crap?
Right. No, I had a similar situation where we lent a girl some money, and it was to, I don't want to get into why we lent it to her, but it was just to do a nice thing for her, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'll pay you back, I'll pay you back, I'll pay you back. Next thing you know, 6 months later, you see her buying like biker shit for her boyfriend. Like,
oh, that's not cheap too.
Yeah,
it's not
that's
cheap.
what I'm saying. Like leather jackets, like helmets, like bike parts and stuff like that. And it was only like $500, and it was like, so wait, you can buy all that for your man,
but you can't pay me back.
But you can't give me back.
I think you guys have a problem.
Uh-oh, what's that?
You don't give out money with the expectation of getting it back.
Well,
Joey's different.
Joey can't work to get a check.
No, Joey's different situation. I'm talking in your situation and just in general. If you ever give anybody money, you should not have the expectation that you're going to get it back. That should be $20, $50, $100 gone. That's it.
Why though?
No,
you know
people
what?
should have honor, man. Like
That's actually the same
And
philosophy.
that's their problem. It's not your problem,
That's
though.
actually the same philosophy my frat brother told me. He said, I never give out any money that I know that I cannot afford to get back. Well, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
That's good.
Right.
That's
yeah,
good.
Like,
That's
like
good
if I know I can afford to lose it, then I'll give it out, because you know people just sometimes don't pay you back, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
I get that, but just because I can afford to lose it doesn't mean I miss it when it's gone.
It's true.
Like, I mean, I could afford to lose that money, but that doesn't mean I'm a principle thing, man. I gave you that money in good faith. Like, we're dealing with somebody here at this studio now that said they would do work for us in good faith and get it done, and they still haven't gotten it fucking done. Like, I take you at your word. If you tell me you're a big enough man to pay me back, here's the money, pay me the fuck back.
Right, and honestly, it doesn't even matter about how much money you got, the risk that you can, even if you don't ever get that money back. It's like, if you got $1 million, Corey, and you lend me $5 for lunch because I forgot my wallet, you better believe you're getting that $5 back.
Right.
It's the principle.
And that's the way it should be with everything.
Yeah.
But not everybody operates on those principles, which sucks.
It does, and
that's why you shouldn't have that expectation
of getting paid for work that you do. Damn it!
Right.
I'm not talking about you, Joey.
I know.
Well, when it's your friend, you should have some standards. Like, you should. Like, if I loan Joey $100, I should be able to trust that Joey will get me that money back.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have to hound you for it. Like, you're gonna be a big enough man. You took the money, you give it back. It's that simple. You're not gonna be going on vacation when you owe me money. That's what I hate the most, is when someone's out there stunting and they owe you money.
That's when it pisses me off.
Right.
When they owe me the money and they're out there having a ball. Like, wait a minute, you owe me $500, but you just went ahead and bought a pair of
You guys are taking it too
Yeezys?
personal.
What's that?
We're sensitive over here, right, Adam?
Yeah, you guys are taking it way too personal.
How's that too personal? That somebody
Because,
doesn't pay you
like I
back?
said, if you just go, you have this expectation that they should give you the money back. That's the problem. That's what's causing all of that. It's like, oh, he can buy this. Oh, she can buy that. No. When you gave the money, you willingly knew that there's a chance that it wouldn't come back, even if they gave you their word.
No. See, I mean,
they're operating in a different world.
What do you mean? If I say, can I have it? I'm not going to give it back to you. Okay.
Right.
But
I
if you
wouldn't
say, hey,
I wouldn't give the money if I knew it wasn't coming back.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, but look at if you guys just sit there and like, oh, you know, long term, like, oh, this guy still owes me $100. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's because I'm soft. That's my only issue.
Get rid of the expectation, and you'd be fine.
So
But here's the
consider
deal.
a donation.
But here's the deal. If they would have come to me and said, hey, I need $100, I'll never give it back to you, no problem. give them the $100, don't expect it back. But if they look you in the eye and say, I will repay you, then that's on them.
I understand.
And you got to hold them accountable.
But not everybody thinks like you.
Y'all know how petty I got?
I wish everybody did.
You want to know how petty I got with this whole thing?
Huh.
So I thought about reaching out to this person and saying, hey, is it cool if you at least get me a form so I know that I gave a donation to you this year that I could write off my taxes this year?
Right.
I should do it.
Anything. So people are saying, do you have a contract with them?
No, I didn't.
No, these are like
my boy.
handshake
He's
things.
my boy. For
Yeah.
real.
I owe my parents $3,000 for my wedding. The marriage failed. I feel bad for buying a TV. So Joey, I took Joey to sushi lunch and he never paid me back. Joey,
Who said that? Get out of here. Who said that? Who said that? Call him out.
Krissy's in the chat for today.
Oh,
Hell
son,
yeah.
come on, son. I didn't do that to you.
Yeah. So pay back your debts too, and then
didn't
worry
do that
about
to
that
you.
shit, Joey.
Speaking of debts.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, hold up.
One day we're doing a draft party. And Joey orders the pizza.
The Pistons draft party.
And yeah, it was a company thing. We were like, all right, we're just going to pay for it as a company, get everybody pizza, everything's good. Fast forward 3 weeks, we go out to lunch with Joey. And Joey's like, I'm not paying, I bought you guys pizza.
Well, it's because the way you guys came at me, you said you haven't paid forever ever. The last ones was me and then Adam and then me and then Adam. And in my head, I'm like, man, I dropped $90 on pizza. Screw this.
But we didn't know you dropped $90 on pizza. Like,
see?
That was That was a whole thing we were doing with the Pistons watch party. Jets was giving us pizza so we could promote them too. And you just went and paid for it and then expected us to be like, oh, cool, Joey doesn't have to pay for lunch ever again.
Yeah, I'm using this one for at least 2 more lunches. You better believe that.
I do find it interesting, though, that Joey hates, because me and Adam, we spend the same money all the time, back and forth. Like, I'll buy lunch for Adam, Adam buy lunch for me.
Freaking much.
I'll buy lunch for Adam buy lunch for me. And that's just how our relation, like, literally, we've passed the same $20 back and forth for years. Joey hates that.
I hate it.
Why?
Like, there's nothing in my life I hate more than that, because you know how many times I've been screwed in my life going on dates, and I don't drink. You guys know this. So I go on dates, and these assholes are gonna say, it's just say a double date, right? So 4 people. These assholes are gonna say, oh yeah, let's just split the freaking bill. I gotta pay for all your damn drinks.
Right.
And I'm getting screwed by like 50, 60, 70 bucks. And that's where it all began.
So you don't.
And that's why you shouldn't hang out with people who drink.
You don't go. You don't go Dutch ever.
No, what do you mean by going Dutch?
So, and it's actually a thing, because when I was in Amsterdam, like, those are the Dutch people, and they actually do this. We went out to dinner. It was a couple girls we met in Amsterdam. They're friends, and we go to this Greek place. And everybody, you just ball out. You have the best time of your life, not worrying about what you're eating or the person next to you is eating or drinking, because you all know it. When the check comes, it's going to be split 8 ways.
Oh.
So there's no, like, you're committed to that by going to the dinner.
And I hate that. And you gotta understand me. I mean, if I don't drink, dude, you go to some expensive dinners,
right?
That's like $200-300 of drinks.
No, I get it. I totally get it. But if you agree to sit down with these people and do that, because you may order a steak when this person only ordered a salad, but they got drinks too.
100%.
So
but it's just something that bothers me so much. Because not only am I a cheap ass, but 2, it's just principle. It's principle.
I actually prefer the going Dutch method. Like, if I'm going out to dinner, let's just all have a good time. Order what you want.
Yeah.
Let's just mellow this out and let's just have fun.
And I do the still going Dutch thing, if that's really what it is. I hope that's really the meaning to it, and I'm not saying something that you're messing with me with. But the whole thing to it is, I mean, if I'm going out, I'm not going to be that cheap ass. Oh, well, let's separate this and this and this. Well,
right.
I got the appetizer. No, you got the appetizer. Switch it on your bill. It's just, when we do like this every single time, I don't like it.
Right.
I hate it. I don't know why. What about you, Corey? You like that?
I'm with it. You know, when I go out to eat, all my friends, we all eat, we all drink. And it's kind of just cool. It's like, all right, it's too confusing trying to figure out how to split up the bill. So I'm just committed to whatever. It's just unless somebody does something crazy, then I'm like, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah, people are talking in here. We always split. Pass the Dutchie, Mitch Miller. I don't care who drinks and who doesn't. Going Dutch is the best way to go.
Yeah, if you drink a shit ton.
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely benefits the person that's slamming fucking drinks, for sure.
And my girl loves going on these double, triple, quadruple dates. So I'm over here.
Does your girl drink?
It's a little bit.
Little bit?
Little bit.
Yeah, I could see that being an awkward thing when everybody's going out popping bottles and you're like, I got my bottle of Evian over here.
Yeah, and especially the freaking popping bottles because, you know, a lot of our background is MCing in clubs.
Right.
So it's like, when you got to pay for those bottles?
It does get more expensive when you actually have to pay for the drinks.
Oh my gosh.
I used to hate that back.
Don't get me wrong, I do love supporting all of you businesses, and I like tipping well. I'm not that cheap. It's just the principle behind it is what bothers me.
Joey's the worst person that you want in your club. He comes in, he doesn't pay cover, he drinks water, and he leaves. Like you make $0 off.
But I bring so much business to your club, so you're lucky to have me.
Yeah, that's where it is.
When you're going out, when you guys are going out that big, one thing me and my friends do is we decide if we're going to just go ahead and get a bottle or something like that. It kind of makes it a little bit easier if you just go ahead and just order a bottle of whatever you want to drink. So it's kind of like you're not having to divvy up of, oh, this person had X, Y, and Z amount of drinks, and that it gets kind of confusing there.
Yeah, bottle service is interesting too because you're really not getting a deal. Like you just get the bottle. Like they're still charging you $5 a shot for the entire 30-shot bottle or whatever it is. So
and I got to throw a disclaimer out there because Krissy just commented about a second date that she went on.
Okay.
I have never done this, but she said that she went on a second date where the guy said, "You got this one?" Since I got it on our first date.
Ooh.
I would never do that.
I mean, if you say that prior to going out, like, hey, you know, how are we working this financial situation? Like, are you going to pay? Am I going to pay? But honestly, like, I think every one of us dudes in this room, we're paying for every date.
Right.
I've never had a date reaching her purse.
Really?
No, like if she wants to, sometimes they'll want to pay the tip or they'll want to chip in on the drinks.
And then you love that.
And I love it, but
Right.
I've never asked a woman. Here's my dad's philosophy. He told me, never step outside the house if you cannot cover the entire date.
Nice.
Great philosophy.
And that's true. Here we go. Vinny says, when my wife and I were dating, I always tried to pay, but she forced me to pay every other time because she wanted to help out. Like now he's married to her.
Yeah.
And that's wifey material right there.
Heck yeah.
That's wifey material. That's what you want to do. It can't all, like, even though we want it on us, you don't even have to tell me, you don't even have to pay. You just got to tell me you want to.
Yeah.
That's really all I look for.
And there's nothing really wrong with it. Like, I mean, my oldest brother, when he was earlier on in his relationship, he was in dental school, so he had no money coming through, just a lot of debt. And his wife was working.
Right.
So she would pay for a lot of the dates.
Of course, Krissy, it's so hot when men pay. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess so. Well, the NCAA football released their top 4 yesterday. And I think there was a sound around the nation that just went, wah, wah.
Especially if you are in Texas.
Yeah. Adam, you posted up the graphic. How do you feel about the Final Four? What do you feel about that? I mean, we were talking before it happened, and we both said, I don't know if Ohio State gets in, and they end up being 3.
No, Ohio State was always getting in because the committee proved that 3 weeks ago when they had them in the top 4. If they were going to bump them, they would have bumped them 3 weeks ago. So what's important, or the debate really, is Texas A&M or Notre Dame.
Right.
Notre Dame beat Clemson, but it was without their quarterback.
There's a freaking
A&M
practice
lost to the
squad.
best team in the country. And that's where it gets tricky. So I wouldn't have been mad either way. Notre Dame and A&M, in my opinion, are just as deserving.
Yeah, I would have taken Texas A&M. I would have liked to see them because I feel like we've seen this play out before.
But we've seen A&M in Alabama, and it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think Alabama Notre Dame is going to be any better. I'm not excited about any of these first 2 games. Like, to me, this is totally. If you watch Josh Baker,
Ohio State Clemson is a good game.
If you watch Josh Baker, he came up with a whole new concept about how to do the NCAA bracketing for football and stuff, and I actually like it. The power conferences that he has. And that's essentially what we're doing anyways. I mean, it's the same teams doing the same shit every year.
It is crazy.
This is not
I
exciting.
was looking into it. Alabama and Clemson have been in 4 of the last 5 national championships.
Yeah, for sure.
2 of them playing against each other, and that's just freaking crazy to me. But you look at the Ohio State-Clemson game, that's something that I'm looking forward to because you're looking at the number 1 quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, coming into the draft, and then Justin Fields, who is one of my favorites just because of his mentality on the field. So that's going to be an amazing game.
Now I want to ask all of you a question. Do you think they should go ahead and expand the playoff?
Yeah, for sure.
Like to 6 or 8 teams?
I know that spit his plan verbatim, but I remember under Harbaugh's plan, it was like an 8 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, you've already gutted what bowl games mean because of this. Like, bowl games actually used to mean something. Now they mean shit outside of these Final Four games, right? So you've already kind of gutted what NCAA football had going for it, so you might as well start opening up the playing field so there's more meaningful games.
And then the big controversy is the reason why they're doing this all comes down to money.
Oh, yeah.
It's always about money.
And you can't blame them on that. Notre Dame's going to sell
should
way
expand
more.
It to 8 teams.
Right, but no, he's talking about how they picked these 4. Like, Notre Dame's going to sell.
No.
Like, that's a huge fan base over Texas.
Notre Dame over Texas A&M all day.
No.
All day. Advertisers would want their money attached to a Notre Dame Alabama game way more.
Guys. Texas A&M did not represent the SEC in the title game. Notre Dame did. They lost to the second best team in the country. What's the problem here?
We're talking about
money, advertisers.
Yeah, we're talking about money here now, man.
Yeah,
I think you're missing. I think you're missing the point.
No, you can't say that Notre Dame's a bigger draw than Texas A&M.
They are. They are.
By a lot.
Dude, Notre Dame is one of the only colleges to have their own TV contract with NBC. Like, you cannot tell me that organization doesn't have more money behind them, and like
I'm sure they have more money, but that had nothing to do with the college football rankings.
Guaranteed it did.
Oh, yes, it did.
Guaranteed it did.
It's always about money.
Yes.
I mean, you follow the money in 99% of things in life, and you'll find your true answer. And it's the same thing with this. If you're looking at a Notre Dame and you're weighing them against a Texas A&M, who's gonna get you better ratings?
Right.
Notre Dame.
You look at it, Texas A&M beat Florida, they beat Auburn, and then you look at Notre Dame, they barely got freaking past Clemson's practice squad.
Right, without Trevor Lawrence.
So it's like, how do you even stand up for that, Adam? It makes no sense whatsoever. I get why they did it.
Notre Dame, you know, I really wish the playoffs weren't the way they were, because I bet you any money Notre Dame and A&M would be a very good game.
Yeah, I think so too.
A solution to that is have a play-in.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Play-in would be interesting.
No, we do it with the wild card. I know, but I'm just saying.
I know,
and then
I
you look
like
at
that idea, but then it's like, all right, well, these two are playing in. Well, this guy should be in the play-in.
Well, then why did Ohio State get in so easy? They only played 6 games. Everybody else played 11 games.
That's not their fault.
I know, but I'm saying
Ohio
that's what the
State
question
coming
would be.
into the season was the second or third best team easily in the country.
Yeah.
They won all of their games. They beat a top 10 Indiana team. They beat a tough Northwestern team in the Big Ten Championship. They have every right to be in that game, as much as I hate them.
100%, but I'm saying the question, I'm playing devil's advocate. The big question that all the Texas A&M fans and all of the Ohio State haters are asking right now is, how can Ohio State get in? And I know it wasn't their fault because of coronavirus.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why.
Go ahead.
So let's start from the top. Alabama undefeated. They won it all. They have to be in, obviously.
100%
right?
at number 1.
You go to number 2, you got Clemson. Yeah. Clemson's only loss, in the eyes of the committee, was to the number 2 or number 3 Notre Dame team, and they didn't have their quarterback. So the fact that they beat them in the ACC championship game, the committee's looking like, well, shit. They have a win over Clemson. Clemson has a win over Notre Dame. So I'm not mad about that. And Ohio State's case, it's not their fault that they only played 6 games. It's the Big Ten's fault.
The way they
shouldn't be
scheduled
punished
it.
for that.
Yep.
And Ohio State beat every team that they were put up against. I know it was only 6 games, but it was not their fault. A&M, they played a great season. Deserved of the number 5 spot. And I really wish they could have been 4, but you know what? They didn't have it. I'm sorry. Notre Dame beat Clemson. Texas A&M.
I get why they're there.
It's
this just isn't a very exciting lineup for me, and that's all. I would just rather see something new. I've seen this before. We know how this is going to play out. Alabama, Clemson in the final. we just know what we're getting. So that's why it's like, come on, just give me something different. So
that's where expanding the playoffs to 8 teams makes sense.
Yep.
Because now you have more chances for those teams to lose.
And a team could get hot, at the last minute, or Trevor Lawrence could break his leg.
It's hard in college to do that.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with the Final Four. It's going to be interesting. Bowl games are always fun to watch, but we know what we're going to get. I think all of us in this room think Alabama Clemson's going to play. So why even play these other games? Just for the money, baby.
Oh man, that Alabama Notre Dame game, I'm calling it. Easily, they're going to drop 50 points on them.
Okay.
Notre Dame's defense is horrible.
Yeah.
50
I'll take
points.
that bet.
You take that bet?
I'm not betting. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of money, I have not spent any money this Christmas so far. And
Wait. Like you haven't.
What are we at? 5 days till Christmas?
Is it 4 now?
Is it 4 now? We better switch that. 4 days till Christmas. What are we at? 4 days till Christmas?
As in, you haven't bought anybody in your family presents?
Not a damn thing, man.
Wow.
And I got to get this done like today. Is anybody else in that boat, or am I the only idiot?
I have one more gift to get, and that's my mom, because I had my mom gift already. My sister bought it.
Same thing with me. My sister got our mom's gift, so I got my mom taken care of.
See, if it was me on my own, I went to Costco yesterday and I got one thing for my family so far. And the rest of it is what I'm scared about because I made a lot of purchases on Amazon. And I am super scared they don't come in on time.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're relying on those deliveries. That's tough to do. My shopping's going to be relatively easy, though, because everybody's getting Woodward sports games. I just got to order it today, Joey. Like, we got to get with Print Woodward today so I can get that sent out so it's to them by Christmas.
You're paying expedited,
I don't care. I don't care what I got to pay to get this done. I just got to get it done. I know Will wants a hoodie. My sister wants a hoodie. Briar wants a hoodie. So I'm just lacing everybody up with Woodward sports gear.
Damn, I should have thought of that.
Yeah, woodwardsports.com. Click on shop if you guys want something like that.
You got to play a smooth stick.
What?
Just text him today and say, hey, did you guys get the package yet?
No.
Because you're sending it to him. You know you're doing it.
Yeah, but I should have done it a week ago. That's the problem, not today.
Hey, COVID. Why didn't you get it in time? COVID.
Blame it on FedEx Oak Park. They've been holding everybody's packages forever.
Dude, what's up with them right now?
Dude, FedEx Oak Park is the dark hole of the world.
Every time you check your tracking, it always says FedEx Oak Park.
Yeah, Nick's in the same boat as me. But yeah, once your package falls in FedEx Oak Park,
it's over.
It's done. You won't see that bitch for at least 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
if not longer.
If not longer. Let's see. It took mine 3 weeks. Good luck. Oh, well, Mitch, the reason your hoodie took long is because we were doing a pre-order then. Now anybody who orders it's pretty much shipped out that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing like a 10-day, 12-day pre-order. So
that's the way it works is you got to like know how many you're getting before you just order it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So we have a better estimate on how much we need to purchase.
Yeah. You gotta get a hoodie. You gotta get a hoodie. You gotta get a hoodie.
Oprah.
Just like Oprah. That's right, Stephanie. That's pretty much what I'm doing for my entire family this year. But I'm glad you're more responsible than me, Joe.
More responsible? I got one present thus far.
That's more than I got. So you're more responsible than me. Adam, you all good?
Yeah, I'm all set for the holiday season.
Nice.
Are you guys big on gift giving?
Yeah. Big time.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, it's a big thing in my family.
It's my favorite time of the year. I love giving gifts because it's really personal just to be able to see somebody smile because you put the thought into that gift. I just love it.
Okay, nice. Well, that's where I'm at, so hopefully I can get those gifts in time, Joey. The minute we get off the show today at 10:01, I gotta order that shit.
Yes, you do.
Immediately.
We should drive out to the shop out in
I think what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take a break, a little 2-minute break.
All right.
And then we'll wrap up the show. All right?
Sounds good, man.
Let's do it.
Sounds good to everybody?
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
Dude, what's that? Hey man, it's the new Lefty's cheesesteak ad.
Lefty's cheesesteak ad?
Yeah, Lefty's cheesesteak ad.
So you're watching the ad, or this is the ad?
Kind of both, actually.
Stop watching this ad and come into Lefty's Cheesesteaks for the real thing today.
I'm Lindsay Broadwell. I know the beauty of Waterford just like you do. That's why I live here. I also know the data points and the inventory to help you buy and sell your home. If you want someone who knows what your home is truly worth, my name's Lindsay Broadwell, the Waterford realtor that actually lives in Waterford.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. On behalf of our entire team, we want to wish you and your family a happy holiday season. Our team is grateful that we were able to help so many Michiganders refinance their home and purchase a new home in 2020. Happy holidays from Hall Financial.
Welcome to Grow Green, the green standard for garden supplies here in Michigan over the past 10 years. We offer the best gardening and lawn care products and have an extremely knowledgeable staff to help you create your dream garden or make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Shop the store located in Whitmore Lake or online at growgreenmi.com. Delivery and curbside pickup available. Grow Green, making Michigan greener one grower at a time.
We wake up every day with a choice. Keep going down the same unfulfilling path, or start chasing the life we dream about. At Northwestern Tech, we want to make that choice easier by allowing you to keep working your job while training for a real career in heating and cooling. And our hands-on program is only 10.5 months. So getting in the field and building a career and actually waking up with a purpose could be a lot easier than you think. Northwestern Tech, the HVAC school that
Very first sponsors.
That Lefty's cheesesteak got me though, man.
Yeah, so
they got one with the Big Mac sauce on it.
Really?
Slaps.
Big Mac sauce.
Big Mac sauce. They got one with that. They got one with the flaming hot Cheetos crumbled on top of it.
Nice.
That's not too far away from here, isn't it?
There's a lot of locations all across Metro Detroit.
Yeah, I need one now.
Yeah.
I need
So
one.
shout out to All
DoorDash.
Financial and of course Grow Green Michigan. They came by with a fat delivery for our Stuff in Studio. So we thank you so much.
Yeah, they were amazing. So yeah, we got an ugly Christmas sweater to give away today too, Joey.
Let's do it.
There's only 4 more days before Christmas. They'll get them out to you in time, though. I promise you that.
Oh yeah. They will.
Where's our Woodward Sports ones, man?
I know, man.
We
They're
gotta hit
coming.
them up. I know they have them. We just gotta get them
I
over
know.
here.
I gotta make the drive out there.
So we just got to figure out how to get them over here. But yeah, giving away an ugly Christmas sweater right now. Make sure you share this Facebook Live if you want to get involved in that and make sure that you're qualified. It was actually kind of fun having Krissy over on the phone today, wasn't it?
I liked it, and great job, Adam, because it looked freaking sweet, especially having them up on the big screen.
Yeah, it's nice to turn and talk to her, even though she couldn't see us. But,
Yeah.
And I felt like there was just this looming Krissy over my head all day today.
Looming presence.
But Adam, why don't we do this? Why don't you play the Stuff of Studio recap video one more time? Because I've had a couple people ask me because they missed it earlier this morning. They want to see it. You want to play that right now? And then right after that, we're going to draw the winner for the Ugly Christmas Sweater. UglyChristmasSweater.com. That's where we're getting them from. They're from Commerce. They're a local business. So please, 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 please share this right now. You got about 4 minutes, then we're drawing the winner. Go ahead, Adam.
Stuff on Studio!
Hey!
Finally here.
We are inside of Meyer right now, and Joey, did you forget?
$500 for you.
Thank you.
$500 for you.
Thank you.
Another $500 for
Thank
you.
you.
Another
Thank
$500. Here's
you.
one more.
Oh my God, what do we
How
get?
much money did Meyer just give us?
$5,000 to go shopping for Stuff a Studio. I cannot wait to do this. I don't think we have enough carts, Joey.
We do not. We're going to be here for a couple of days shopping.
Yes.
Thank you, Meyer.
Thank you, Meyer.
We love you.
We need it. Man.
And the kids will for sure be smiling on Friday. There's going to be a visitor in studio.
Santa will be in our studio 3 p.m. this Friday, and we're gonna zoom in with the patients at CS Mott Children's Hospital. And
Is that my Malia? Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful dress. Hi, sweetheart. That's a beautiful, sparkly dress. Hi. What's your favorite cookie? Do you have a favorite cookie, Henry?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oreos.
You like Oreos? That's right on the top of my favorites. I love Oreos and chocolate chip cookies.
You guys did amazing. I just told my staff last week after I left the studio, I said I can probably fit all the toys in my SUV next Friday. And I'll go to Birmingham and pick them up and bring them back down. So they were all just laughing at me.
What do you happen to drive a 26-foot U-Haul?
No, I don't. And this is the biggest stash of toys we have ever received.
Woodward Sports Network, let's go! Ho, 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 ho.
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
Yeah, that was a recap of last week. So many people have been asking about it. And we got to shout out Santa at the end. He definitely helped us out on short notice. It's a busy time of year for him. So for him to be able to come in, we asked him on, what was that? We asked him on Thursday. We got a hold of Santa, and he was able to come in on Friday. So that was amazing.
Yeah, it's at Detroit Santa, too. We got to show him love. Look at that. Even Santa Claus got Instagram these days.
Yeah, and Santa's showing love to Detroit, too. You got to love that,
That's
too.
amazing. Like, what's the chances of that?
He didn't bring me a PS5, so I ain't
Somebody's getting a PS5 this afternoon, so make sure you're doing that on all of our socials. Plus, Art wanted us to mention once again, we got the Xbox going on Twitch. And no, you're good, man.
No. Go subscribe and follow on Twitch. All right, I'm
All right, now get out of here, Art.
Or else I won't have any dinner. My family won't have any dinner.
All right, Joey,
trying to pick the winner?
Yeah, who won the ugly Christmas sweater for today?
So the winner is, let me get a little drum roll, come on. Damn, no love on this one. Dan had no teeny.
No teeny! Congratulations, Dan. He actually came by, dropped us some toys, and he was helping us too. So that's good. I'm glad somebody that helped out got a little reward on the side.
Congratulations, Dan. We'll send you all that information on how to claim your sweatshirt.
Yeah, so thanks for waking up with the Morning Wood Show. A little weird this morning. Joey slept in. Krissy is in Jersey, so it was just me, Corey, and Adam. But we made it through, baby.
We made it through sometimes. I promise you guys I won't let you down again like that.
Ever. I was
and it wasn't even
sick.
late because we got to get here at 7.
Right.
So I wasn't only late. I was late for the freaking show.
You were late for the prep and then late for the show. About 7:30, I'm like, where's Joey?
And then you texted me at 7:38 and then I woke up.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you made it here safely. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad Krissy's having a good time. And I'm glad it's Christmas week. You guys have a great Monday. We'll talk to you.
Wait, what about my dumbass real quick?
Oh, shit. I didn't know you were prepared. You got a dumbass of the day?
So I got a quick dumbass actually because we all know Canadians. Canadians are the nicest people, right?
Yes.
They always say sorry and all that. They apologize even though they didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
So what if I were to tell you that these Canadians broke into a house in Ontario, smashed in the door with a hammer, then they realized that it was the wrong house? So they offered to pay for all the damages that they made and kept apologizing. And obviously
they broke into the wrong house?
They broke into the wrong house.
They didn't apologize.
What was the right house?
Apologized like they were going after somebody else that was next door. So they break into the wrong house. But the best part is, once you're a burglar, so it's like you're breaking in. You're not out here to apologize and pay for all the damages that you created. And that's just the most Canadian thing I've ever heard. So that's
break into a house and apologize. Yeah, Canadians are a different group. We love you, Windsor. Thanks for supplying me with many memories on Olette Avenue during my time of 17 till literally like 35.
Voodoo
nightclub, all of them, baby. I could go through a list right now, but we won't. Just know Olette Avenue and myself have had a wonderful relationship.
Wonderful. And shout out to Pizza right there on the corner because that's the best spot at like 3 a.m.
Mr. Pita back in the day. But yeah, we can reminisce all day about Olette Avenue and what Detroit Americans do in Canada. It's such a good time. Have a great Monday, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.